Hello, PMP aspirants. Let's see another interesting question of PMP in project closure. Julie works as a junior project manager in QZ Pharma project. She approaches a senior project manager for information on when to start project closure process of the project QZ. What information does the senior project manager require from Julie to offer her advice? Very interesting question. Quickly, you'll understand what this question and where this question context is. How to understand. When you read a question, first you try to see who all the participant of this question. One is Julie, who is a junior project manager, and we have another person called a senior project manager. So we have two participants in the question. Very good. Another thing you have to observe in the question is tense, when this question is happening. She approaches it is present tense. Currently, she's doing. She approaches a senior manager to ask a suggestion, which is currently. What suggestion? When to start the project closure, which is on the future. So let's look at this. So we have two participants here, Julie and the senior project manager. They are discussing here. And again, the question is current. Currently, something is happening, which is for the future event, which is start project closure, not today, maybe next month, next week, next year. She want to understand it. So that's a question asked here. Now, the moment the question like this describes, and when you read the question also targeting what information does the senior manager requires from the Julie or from the junior, which means the question is directly targeting the senior project manager, which is you. In the exam hall, you will visualize yourself as a senior project manager, and someone is requiring or asking you, and you need some details from the junior. So you're going to see from the senior manager perspective. Yeah, that's a question. What is the mindset here PMI looks into? That's very important. The mindset, when you go there, when you read the PMP books or project management study, you should know there is something called project closure, which happens. A closure should or will happen on a happy situation. When I say happy situation, everything is good, all are good, happy with funding or timeline, deliverables, everything goes well, and customer happily closes the project. This is one situation. Other one is could be of an unpleasant situation, or maybe it's bad situation of the project. You have to unplug the budgeting, you have to stop the project for government policy, something could have happened. So project could have been a happy or unhappy situation, you close the project. That is not mentioned in the question at all. So we don't know what situation here it is, but a junior is expecting some answers from you. So you're going to tell them. So let's go and read these answers. We will see, first we'll apply our elimination technique. Then I'll tell you some more information. First, read the answers here. Every deliverable of project QZ is completed. That's nice. And provided to the customer. Nice. Okay. All project costs are charged to the customer. Okay. The requested project deliverables are completed in planned time period. That's also good. All planned work is completed and formal acceptance received. More or less, all answer looks good. Now we have to apply the elimination technique. How to apply elimination technique? When we read these answers, one of the answer, all project cost are charged to the customer. When I'm looking for a project closure, as a senior manager, I mean, you are a senior manager, you will not look only the cost as a factor to tell that, okay, we charged everything, let's close it. It looks a little not a happy situation here, right? We have to see other factors also. So I would say this can be eliminated. The requested project deliverables are completed in a planned time period. The next answer is about deliverables are done, completed, planned time period. You're focusing only on the time. As I said, for the cost, same apply for the time. Only time may not be a factor to say the project is closed or all has been completed. So we will eliminate C. So easy elimination is in a closure, if there is one area only targeted, you would say that is not the thing you have to focus. So if that's the case, you have to give importance to other factors also. Okay. Now we have eliminated two answers. Now the competition is going to be between A and D. Nice. We'll come here. Before that, We'll go and see what is involved in the closure procedure and come back again with the mindset of PMI, which will help us to answer better. Now, if you look at this closure process, in closure, what all we do? In closing process, you will confirm work is done as per the requirement. Very good. Complete procurement closures if any vendor management is there. Gain formal acceptance from the customer. Complete final performance reporting you will do. Some reporting factors will happen. Index and archive the records if any needed. Update lessons learned and transition of knowledge will happen. Then handover will happen. Then we'll come out of the project. So this is the usual project closure procedure. It is predictive, adaptive. It depending on the contract, how do we have signed with the customer. Now let me come back here. Now coming back to the mindset of the project manager, where you are a senior project manager. Now you require some information from whom? Julie. Julie has to tell you because she is the one asking you in the coffee time, lunch time, or a meeting room. Somewhere she's asking you, hey, what to do with the project if I want to start the closure procedure. She's asking you. And we found two things to eliminate. One is cost-based, one is a time-based. We don't want to focus. Let's give a little broader idea. Let's see two answers now. You are in the exam hall now. Let's give choices towards the two things. Every deliverable of the project QC is completed. This is really positive. Every deliverable is completed and provided to the customer. Looks a good answer. Let's hold it. Let's go to the next answer. All, the word all. Here it's every, all planned work is completed and formal acceptance is received. This also looks good. Now, how to target the right answer here? If you read the first answer here, every deliverable of project QC is completed, liquid positive, and provided to the customer. This shows a sort of one-way communication or one-way process where you are given to them, provided to the customer. When you read the next answer, all planned work, planned looks a little good because planned it's mutual. Mutual between whom? Mutual between us and the customer is completed and formal acceptance. The moment you see the formal acceptance, it's a two-way communication. So what we saw earlier is a one-way communication. Here it's a two-way communication. What is a formal acceptance? The customer themselves come back and say, hey, this is what we expected. This happens as part of user acceptance testing or some product review or customer walkthrough. Through some process, we done it. Now, what happened here is more than answer A, answer D looks better. The reason is one is all planned, other one is formal acceptance. When Julie can provide this information telling that, hey, our product all has been completed as per the plan and formal acceptance received. Now you as a senior manager here, you will tell, now you can go ahead for start the project closure. If I say A as an answer, I have only provided to the customer. So what is the response from the customer? I don't know. It's only one way. Whereas here I got two-way answer. So now what's the answer here? The coming back answer with a project management mindset. Here a junior is reaching out and a project closure is going to start, which is on the future action. And you are a senior manager who has to give some details what she's asking for. You are asking her some questions and she's responding to you telling that, hey, you know what? All planned work is completed and formal acceptance is received. From here, you can start the project closure very smoothly. I believe you got some idea about project closure and how to look out the answer. Once again, PMP is not a tough exam. The more you understand the keywords, tense of the question, whom the question is targeting, and then understand the concepts from the books of PMI, PMP, now you come back to the answer by eliminating some wrong answers and you can focus to the right answer. I believe you got some clarity here. Good wishes and keep moving towards your success.